Alright, welcome back. We're going to continue where we left off with High School Romance. Alright, let's, Shoji just got done with their little, school festival type of thing. And they got done with fireworks. As you can see here, as Shoji is saying, the fireworks are really nice. We're going to start off and see where it goes. I mean, for a little bit there, he kind of had to make a decision on which girl to help out for the festival-based thing, to help them set up their stand. So I ended up choosing Selena for the last one. So we'll see what happens next here with Shoji. Alright. It's odd to think that we won't be going back to school on Monday. Oh. I've been so focused on school and maintaining my cover as a girl that I didn't even think about break. Oh, it's break time. I forgot about that. He was talking about that earlier. From what I've heard, the majority of girls leave to see their families. It makes sense. Well, of course, I mean, it sounds like, this school, they have a dormitory and all of their stuff, and they pretty much live on campus. And, when you get the chance during holidays, one of the things that probably many of the people end up doing is they leave, and they want to go see family. I mean, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. I wonder if Shoji... No, I guess Shoji wouldn't... I mean, his family travels and stuff like that, so... I forgot about that point. So Shoji's probably going to be, here alone. I'm assuming one of the girls is going to be there as well. But I can't really go out to see mine, so I'm stuck here. It's not so bad, though. I bet I'll be able to travel around town a little. Yeah, you should. Get a little, look around town. Sounds like a good plan, Shoji. Might even get to wear some of my own clothes. Actual boy clothes, that is. So that's what you're looking forward to, Shoji. So, I'm assuming then you haven't 100% gotten used to wearing the skirt and stuff like that. And bra. And panties. Still, a week seems like a pretty long time. Oh yeah. Once you get used to doing something all the time, when you actually get a vacation, even if it's short, a week does seem like a long time. Especially when you end up back to what you have to do. I know that every time I get time off from work, it's like, shit, man, what the hell did I just do? It's felt like forever. It's like, when you actually get back, it's like, I've been gone forever. Which, realistically, you haven't, because a week really isn't that long of a time frame. Isn't it a little late for visitors? Oh no, someone's at the door. I bet you it's one of the girls. Whoa, what the hell? That was unexpected. Oh my, I didn't expect Hoshi here to wear such an outfit. This is, I don't know what to say, kind of a surprise here. I'm sorry. Your light was still on. I hope you were awake. I was, don't worry. Did you want to come in? Am I interrupting anything? Oh, no, not at all. Really, come on. Thank you. I'm really, that surprised me. I really didn't think Hoshi wears that type of outfit. I mean, you can't judge a book by a cover, I guess. I always thought she was the little smarter one. She wasn't into that type of, especially a see-through, or basically it's the pink see-through thing. Whatever the hell you want to call it. So, did you enjoy the festival? The festival. Is that what she came to talk about? It was pretty good, yeah. There was so much to see. I think everyone worked really hard. I'm glad you liked it here. I might be wrong, but I think you're liking it at the school. Of course I am. Did you want to talk about it, if I like it here or not? Oh no. Actually, I was going to ask about what you're doing this week. Over the break, I mean. Oh, I'm not actually doing anything. My parents are traveling, so I'm sort of stuck here over the week. Why do you ask? Well... I was wondering. Ooh, she a little nervous for this question, huh? Oh, what is it? You're probably just asking him to hang out. Well, would you like to stay with me over the break? Oh my, stay with you? What are you trying to imply, you know? Are you going somewhere and you're asking him to come along? My family is going to be gone, you see. So, I would be at the house by myself. The house? Does Hoshi not live on campus? It's close by and we can keep studying together, too. Or is she just planning on going, you know, to her house on the vacation? On their week vacation. Do you think it's a good idea? Oh my. Oh! She's not the one I'm aiming for this playthrough. So, I think I'm gonna have to turn her down. I'm hoping Selena will ask me something. Yeah, I'm gonna turn her down. I mean, sure, if I was aiming for her as the girl, I might go with her, but these type of games, when you have multiple choices... I'm sorry, Hoshi. I'm gonna have to say no. I'm not sure, Hoshi. I don't want to impose. It isn't imposing at all. In fact, if you don't come over, you'll be here by yourself for more than a whole week, won't you? That must be lonely, and as class rep, I'm supposed to make you feel welcome. Not that that's the only reason I'm doing this. Oh my. Oh, there's another reason. You have another reason to go on. Though, that's important too, I suppose. Is she arguing with herself? Oh. I can't let you stay here in good conscience, knowing you won't have anyone to talk to. You have to come home with me, Shoji. In fact, I won't take no for an answer. Are you saying that me saying yes or no wouldn't have mattered? And it's just it would have changed the dialogue, that's about it. And why did you ask? Maybe she's actually the one who would be lonely. You know, that could be the case as well. She kind of forcing your hand, knowing that you're not going to be doing anything, and she doesn't want to be home alone. I mean, I agree. It would be nice to have people to talk to. Well, that makes sense. For the most part, humans are social creatures. So, you know, being alone all the time kind of gets lonely, and it is nice to talk to someone every now and then. But Hoshi said her family wouldn't be at home either. I guess she doesn't want to spend the break alone, and I can't fault her for that. Shoji, what happens if she finds out you're a guy while you're at her house? I mean, you guys are going to be living under the same roof for a little bit. That would mean the possibility of her finding out, Shoji, you're a guy, will increase dramatically. You're going to have to be extra careful, Shoji. She's just trying to be nice. Well, if you're sure. Absolutely sure. I'll be sure to make it worth your while. I'm a very good host. So I guess, you know, our decision on yes or no really didn't matter. Well, that's what it seems like so far. It just changed dialogue, that's about it. So, well, I guess that didn't matter. Just a dialogue. Change there. I wasn't really worried about that. Well, I guess not. We can hang out together at your place. I'm sure it'll be fun. Great. I'll come by in the morning to get you, and make sure you get packed enough clothes. Have a good night, Shoji. See you tomorrow. Oh, I wonder if Selena's gonna walk in next or something. Well, so much for normal clothes. That's right, Shoji. Yeah, kinda have to continue dressing like a girl. Can't relax. Oh my. Her, non-school outfit's a little, frilly. You know, I don't know if I noticed how big her breasts were before. They definitely pop out more, I think, in that. All ready to go? let's see what you've packed. Hey, don't go through my stuff. I have a lot of boy clothes in there. Oh, well, I've already closed everything up. But I'm sure I have enough since it's gotten me through a week here. We usually wear uniforms. Well, it doesn't matter. If you should run out of clothes, you can always purchase more. Might be fun to go shopping sometime. If you have everything ready, we can go ahead and leave. I went ahead and packed last night. I probably should have done that. I was half asleep this morning. But I don't have much to begin with, so I'm sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, say goodbye to your dorm for now. I probably won't be gone long enough to miss it. Well, she doesn't live that far away. But it still took a while to get there. Her house is nice, though. It would get lonely being here by yourself for several days. This used to be my brother's bedroom, but he's at a boarding school now, too. So, my parents converted it into a guest bedroom. Do you mind sleeping in here? No, it looks great. Okay then, I'll let you unpack and get settled in. I should probably keep most of my boy clothes in the suitcase. Maybe she won't notice too much that way. After unpacking, and having takeout with Hoshi, it was nice just to settle in and relax. Tomorrow, shopping's on the agenda, so that we can stock up on some food. Maybe I can pick up some more clothes while I'm out. But after that, I'm not sure what we're planning on doing for the rest of the week. Well, it's Hoshi, so I'll know that we're going to be studying. It's kind of a boring thing to do on your week off to study. But I guess, you know, hey, they're in school still. I don't have a problem with that. That we've already reached the first break in the semester means entrance exams are coming up quick. I need to be as prepared as possible. Really, I should make the best of Hoshi's company. You know, I've always wondered about Japanese. You know, they always talk about entrance exams into college. The only thing I did when I first went into college after high school was I took the ACTs, and I didn't really do that much studying. I don't think college is as hard to get into as maybe it's harder in Japan to get into, or maybe, you know, if you really want to get into one of the good colleges. I guess that makes sense. But me, I never really was, you know, aiming for a specific college per se. I didn't really put that type of study into it. I just, you know, wanted to learn something. So as long as the college had, you know, what I was interested in, that was more than enough fine to go there. As long as it wasn't super expensive. Though, this does feel a little domestic. I wish she knew that I was actually a guy. Then I wouldn't feel so guilty. Or creepy. That does make sense. You probably do, you know, you're living right there, she thinks you're a girl. She thinks you're like girlfriends, but you're actually a dude. It makes sense, man. You're basically lying to her in a way. And you don't want to do that. You kind of consider her friend, don't you, Shoji? You don't want to lie to your friends. Monday. Good morning. After tests in the festival, I thought having a day to relax might be a good idea. Since we've shot most of yesterday, I don't really know if that counts as relaxing. Not when you're a guy trying to pick out a skirt. It doesn't. Oh, so Shoji had a new skirt? If you don't mind, of course. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea. Did you have anything in mind? Great. I was just going to lounge around and watch TV for a bit. But you're the guest, so feel free to watch whatever you want. I don't watch TV much anyways, so I don't have much of a preference. I don't even have one in my room, but the one in here works. I'll just let you pick. Maybe you know more about it than I do. What kind of show should we watch? Well, it's the middle of the day, so the only thing on is probably those cheesy soap operas. Okay, I'll see if I can find one. I don't think he said that he wanted to watch those. He just said that's all that's on. Isn't this the kind of thing girls like? Well, Shoji kind of has a little smile on his face right there. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. Everyone is reasonably good looking and upset with each other. Wait, is this what I think it is? Oh, she's giggling. This plot doesn't seem very plausible. Well, I think most of those plots, over the years of what I've seen of those soap operas, I think they're stupid as hell. I think they're pretty dumb, plot-wise and everything. But I guess some people find them interesting, otherwise they wouldn't make them. I mean, it's not very logical to continue making something that doesn't have an audience. But then again, some, especially something that costs money. If it didn't cost money, then, they can make whatever the hell they want. He was pretending to be a girl the whole time, to prove his ex-wife's husband was a cheater. Someone totally would have noticed. Why did she have to happen in an episode we watch? Oh my, Shoji. Cross-dressing happened in the television show. Oh no, she's got cross-dressing on her mind. Oh my. You better watch it, Shoji. Don't give away yourself too much. She might get a little... Wait, I just noticed that, she might be like, I just noticed that same thing on the show we were watching. Something suspicious about Shoji. Why did I pick this in the first place? Well, I didn't think you really picked. She kind of just said she was looking. You just mentioned that's about all that's on, so, that's kind of what just seemed to have happened. Yeah, definitely impossible. I don't think it's supposed to seem that way, though. It's amazing how many of these shows run for years. I wonder how they keep the plot going. I've always wondered that on some stuff, like some of the long-running anime, like Naruto and One Piece and shit. How the hell? Or even Pokemon. But Pokemon is never ending. And it's usually this... I'm not gonna lie, some of the episodes, it's like a regurgitation of the same stuff. With just maybe some new characters in a new area with new Pokemon. I always wonder about those long-running ones. It's like, how do they keep just making them? It's like, I wouldn't be surprised how many times the same shit has happened. Or just about the same shit, just different character, or different setting. Like, this probably just happened like 50 episodes ago, or something similar. It's like, we're going in a loop here. I'm pretty sure they just pull random, nonsensical stuff out of a hat. Now things are getting steamy. Oh great. How am I supposed to sit here with a straight face and watch this with Hoshi? He's awful aggressive. Are girls into this kind of thing? Are we even watching the right thing? Her bra is pretty big. Really pretty. Really pretty bra. I don't know what a pretty bra looks like. I wonder what you would consider a pretty bra. I guess, like anything else, that would be up to taste more than anything. Like, what do you consider pretty? A design? A shape? I can say that some stuff looks cute on girls. Bra, panty-wise. I'm not really into thongs or anything like that. Tell you the truth, so I really don't find those. I don't even know how you would say a piece of string really is pretty. It's a frickin' piece of string. Are those handcuffs? I can't tell if he's getting kinky or he's about to reveal that he's a cop. It's probably the kinky part. Did Hoshi just say kinky? With this show, I think either of those options is plausible. I can't believe they're allowed to show this on TV. Well, if it's cable television, there's less rules to that than regular broadcast television. And if you go down the internet, there's no rules. You can, well, as long as it's not breaking law, that is. There's literally like no rules, so you could pretty much show whatever the hell you want, as long as you're not doing something illegal. Phew. Thank the Lord. I've never been happier to see commercials. Tuesday. Monday wasn't a very eventful day. Kind of just watched television all day, it seemed like. They relaxed. Or else, what are we gonna do? Shoji, are you studying? No, I'm not. Come on in. I was digging through some boxes that were packed away and found some games. Oh, we're gonna play some games? I thought maybe you'd want to play. Well, sounds good. Sure, that sounds great. Great. We have board games, or we can hook up my brother's old gaming console to the TV. Which do you want to play? How about one of the board games? I would have chose the video game. But either one's good. You know, depends on the board game. If I pick video games, I may be a little too suspiciously good at them. Aw. Shoji, you don't have to play that narrative that boys are just better at video games. No, Shoji. That doesn't mean anything. You just means you probably play a bunch. Besides, at least then we won't be overwriting anyone's saves. Oh, it must be an older video game. Well, she did say an older. Must be like video game cartridges. If it's overwriting a save. Otherwise, you can just save, make a new save. Alright, but you better watch out. This is my element. I'm a board game queen. What the hell's a board game queen? You dominating the board queen? The board game queen, lady? Oh yeah, I can hold my own. If you say so. I'll set up the board for us. You already know how to play Scribble, right? I guess that's supposed to be a play on Scrabble. So, you know, of course they can't use the name of our actual board game. But I think that's what they're trying to imply. You know, just change the wording up a little bit, and that's what I think it's supposed to be. I've never played. I don't think I've ever played that. I'm pretty sure I do. You have to make different words, and the longer the word, the more points you get. It really does play to Hoshi's strength, but I think I can give her some competition. Prepare for the coup de grace. This word is worth 43 points, all by itself. It's no good. She's going to beat me by a landslide. It's a good thing we didn't add any house rules, huh? House rules? You know, like losing one article of clothing every time you score less points. Oh my. Oh my, Hoshi. Are you saying that you want Shoji to start taking off pieces of clothing here? Is that some variation of strip poker? Pretty much. Basically, every time you lose or something like that or whatever she decides, you're gonna have to strip down. That wouldn't be good for you, Shoji. Because it wouldn't take very long for her to find out. You're not a girl. Of course, if you want to, we could... Oh my! We could always start playing that way. Oh shit! Oh, Hoshi! I did not know, Hoshi. My. Irk. Oh, look at Shoji's face. Oh my. I'm sorry. I was only kidding. I didn't think you'd assume I was serious. Well, your facial expression didn't change there, so... I would have thought you were pretty serious there. I'd be like, whoa. Oh, this is, Sometimes it's hard for me to sound like I'm joking. You scared me there for a second. I'd be naked before you even had taken off your shoes. Oh my, Shoji. I probably wouldn't be welcome in her house anymore after that. You never know. You never know, Shoji. You would have a lot of explaining to do, if she even let you explain. She might just kick you out of the house before they even happen. If this round is anything to go by, that might be true. You got that right. You won by a landslide. Sorry. When I was a kid, I played this game all the time. I probably had an unfair advantage. Don't worry, though. We have some other board games I'm not as experienced with. It'll be a more even playfield. As long as there's nudity involved. That's right, no nudity involved. Wednesday, so they did some game playing and stuff on Tuesday, Wednesday, let's see what happens. We spent the last couple of days relaxing. I'm worried that all the learning I did in school will drain out of my mind. I don't think it happens like that. I don't think you just start forgetting automatically. You might get a little rusty, but I don't think you're gonna get, like, stupid. I know what you mean. I already feel some of what we studied starting to slip away just because we're not in class. We better start cramming then. That is, if you're okay with it, of course. I know you're supposed to be on break, so it's fine if you don't want to. No, I really do need to study. If I don't crack open a textbook soon, I'll feel guilty. Well, at least you know you should learn some stuff, Shoji. And you're willing to put in the effort. It's a good thing. It's settled, then. I didn't want to be a bad host and bore you. So, what should we study? I need some help with those grammar quizzes we always do at the beginning of class. It's like the teacher deliberately picks the most obscure things to ask questions about. I don't think anyone would actually care about those kind of mistakes in real life. Alright, sure. Let me grab my textbook. I think you're pretty much... you got it on the spot for the most part, Shoji. In real life, half the stuff you learned in school does not even apply. I mean, literally, you're not going to use most of it. I mean, it doesn't mean it's not good to know stuff about, you know, your surroundings and the world around you. But most of it, unless you actually, you know, go in a field, you know, a certain, like, work field in your life, or decide to do something as a hobby that uses it, most of that stuff you learned, you're never going to use. I learned that. I mean, I was like, holy shit, when I got out of high school, I was like, you know what? High school didn't prepare me for shit. Didn't prepare me for anything. It just taught me a bunch of stuff I never used. Thank you, high school, and a whole bunch of my life gone. Doesn't mean I didn't find some of it interesting. There's plenty of classes. It was one of the nice things about the high school I went to. We had classes and we could actually choose, as long as we got certain amount of credit hours, you know, in specific categories to graduate. It was okay. So I had a lot of freedom to choose stuff that I found interesting, which was nice, and I think that's how it should be. If most of the stuff you're never going to use, at least allow the students to pick what they want to learn, because then they'd be something they're more interested in. And that's what I did. Thanks! Being curled up on the bed with Hoshi like this is a lot different from when we're at school. Oh, you're both on the bed? Oh my. I wish they would show a little bit more. I want to see what this looks like. It's so casual. Or is it more than that? I better start paying attention to the grammar. Although this is so one-sided, it's turned into more of a tutoring session. Well, I helped you with that, so do you mind if we look at math now? No, I'm all ears. I'm glad. I'm not very good at it, so I need all the studying I can get. I don't understand how it can be so difficult. They're only formulas. You just have to do exactly what you're supposed to do, one step at a time. I don't think it's actually, you know, I never found the formulas in math, what you have to do, the most difficult part. A lot of the time, it's memorizing the formula itself is the more difficult part. It's just memorizing. It's like, you got, alright, once you know it, and you know how its steps work, I mean, the rest is basic. As long as you know, basic mathematics, for the most part, most of those things you can figure out. It's just, you gotta know the actual formula and how you gotta do it. It's just memorizing. A lot of it comes down to just memorizing it all. I wasn't always that great at math. Nah. Most of that shit I did in high school I probably forgot anyways. Because I never use it. You kind of get rusty on stuff you never use. And most of that math, nope. I don't use any of that shit, really. Not all of it. There's some of it that comes into handy, but most of it not. But just when I think I have it figured out, I realize that it's the wrong answer. At least it gets easier the more you practice. Sometimes, with grammar, I can practice a lot and still feel like I'm getting nowhere. It can be very situational. At least numbers are different in that way. You have a point. Let's work on some of these test problems in the book together. Alright, let me grab my calculator. So, how long have we been studying? My brain is fried. You know, when I was when I did one of my electives, was basically half a day electronics, our instructor for that was basically, because we did trigonometry and shit in that class, basically it's like, forget about writing it on paper, because he was trying to imply to us, real world situation, your boss is not going to want you wasting time, as long as you know how to do the calculation. You can do it all on a calculator, on the computer, or whatever. The fastest way is the best way. It's like, even if you can do it all on paper and all that stuff, whichever way is the fastest is the way you should try and do it. Your boss wants stuff done, not they don't really care how fancy and you're showing all your work for your mathematical problem. I guess it is important to know. I mean, if you know what you're doing, but you know, some of the stuff, if you're trying to reach a calculation, if you know what you're doing, getting the answer is the most important thing, and presenting it as a functioning thing. So we always use calculators in that class. It's like, you have the calculator there, use it. We're not going to waste time here. It's like, we got to get things done. I think I'm actually seeing numbers dancing in front of my eyes, Hoshi. Hoshi has particularly fallen asleep on my... Oh my, she's... Man, I'm just visualizing this situation. They're like right next to each other. She's like leaning over. Seems like kind of boring, whatever they're doing. I would wake her up, but she looks so comfortable. So she is sleeping on your shoulder? Wow. I'm pretty comfortable too, now that I think about it. Maybe we can just put math aside for now and doze off like this. My Shoji, my. You guys are getting pretty close here. All that studying yesterday really wore me out, and we've been cooped up inside for a while. Do you want to go out for a bit? Sure. I think a little sun would do us some good. Some sun does sound nice. Where would you like to go, then? I don't know about the temple. I don't really know much about temples. I think a park sounds good. Let's go to the park. Maybe we could visit the park. The weather's really nice, and I could get some exercise. Being lazy is like a vicious cycle. Sure, that sounds great. It looks like there's a breeze outside. I think we have a kite packed away somewhere. Really? If you want to go find it, I can make us something to eat. It might be a little buried since we haven't used it in a long time. I'm not sure I can find it, but I'll go look. Ooh, look at the pretty trees. She found a lot more than just the kite. I guess all the other outdoor stuff was packed along with it. Your family must be the really outdoorsy type. My mom is, I guess. But I tend to take after my dad. We're both bookworms, who like nothing more than to be cooped up in a room all day. She likes to drag us outside to stay healthy, but not enough to avoid going nearsighted, I guess. Si es la vida. I'm not sure what that means. I am not 100% great in French. Nobody that's French. Do you want to fly the kite now? Sure, but is it difficult? It's a kite, dude. I don't think it's that difficult. I've never actually flown one before. Really? Not even at festivals? That's alright. I'll just have to show you how. We need to let it catch the breeze and just hold this. Now, give it a running start. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to control this thing? It's moving all over the place. Whoa! Move! Oh, did they fall on top of each other or something? I didn't mean run into... So he ran into her. I didn't mean to run into Hoshi. I was watching the kite. Are you okay? Yes, Shoji, but, could you get off of me? Oh, shit. If only they were showing. This doesn't look right at all. Sorry. Let me help you up. What? Do you realize what just happened? You knocked her over. No, I don't realize anything else other than that of what's been told. Is something else happened? Did he touch your boob? I fell on top of you, and it was borderline inappropriate. Oh. That was how we met, remember? I mean, you didn't end up on top of me the first time. Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't remember him knocking you on the ground and on top of you. But you ran into me quite literally. That's true. I didn't think about it. Even I kind of forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie on that. I was too distracted by the fact that I was flattering you. Flattening you. Flattering you. Flattening. It's okay. I'm not delicate or anything. I really need to pay better attention. It's not your fault. And no harm done. Maybe I should have done a little demonstration before handing you the reins. I hope I didn't damage the kite either. I'm sure it's fine. It's really durable. I've crashed it before when I was first learning. Come on, let's go get it. Then maybe we can play tennis instead. I think we've drawn a little too much attention to ourselves with that fiasco. Friday. This week went by so quickly, Shoji. I'd still like to brush up some more on studying before we go back to school. I've done less than I usually do. I understand. I should do the same. I haven't actually been alone over this break, so I've had things to do. But I don't want to let that get in the way of my grades. Do you want to listen to some music while we study? That sounds like a great idea to make it less tedious, as long as I don't get too distracted. What kind of music do you want to listen to? I'm not a big fan of pop music per se. Let's listen to some classical. If I had a choice, I'd probably rather listen to classical. Not really huge into pop. You know, we'll listen to some classical music. How about classical? I can't focus on what I'm reading if the lyrics are competing for my attention. I feel the same way. I've heard that the brain's speech recognition center is active both when you're reading and when you're listening. It makes it harder to do both at the same time. But instrumental music doesn't engage the same part of the brain, so you can still read and memorize. You should know a lot about that kind of stuff. Oh, you know how it is. I look up music for studying, and I get carried away. Those science articles are just so tempting. Science is pretty interesting. I do find a little science every now and then an interesting thing. Even if I never use any of it, it's what drives you to continue paying attention to even looking up some of that stuff is just the curiosity of how things work. There's so much about the world. It's just interesting. I don't know if it's actually true, but I think it's plausible. Here's a classical playlist for us. Thanks, that'll be nice. A lot of this is coming back to me now that I'm looking over it. And Hoshi is always helpful whenever I get stuck. I'm not very worried about heading back to school. It'll be nice to see everyone again. This has been a strangely relaxing break. I thought it would be different, since I have to pretend to be a girl. As it turns out, I can still definitely enjoy being away from school as much as anyone else. Actually that, probably shouldn't be surprised at all. Saturday. Hey, tomorrow is probably going to be spent packing and traveling. So, I thought that maybe you'd want to go out one last time. I thought you didn't live that far away. I mean, I don't think packing's going to take that long. And traveling's not going to take that long. You'll still have, like, many hours left in the day. So, I thought maybe that you'd want to go out one last time. That sounds good, in my opinion. We can make it a day of it. Sounds like a great idea. Shoji had the same thought. Sounds great. I have a few places in mind for us to go. If you want to start getting ready. Alright, I'll do that. I'll wear some casual clothes, since I won't be able to dress like this as much once school starts. Shoji, can I get your help? Wait. I think instead of, making multiple underwear models of this character, we have the same one again when she was in her little sleeping outfit. Because I doubt she's going around with that little pink see-through thing on. Why are you walking in here like that so casually? I can't get my bra to latch. I think the metal latch is bent oddly, so I can't connect it. Can you do it for me? Sure. Girls gotta help each other out, right? At least she came in here with some clothes on. That's right, what the hell would have been your reaction if she just didn't have her bra on at all? And she's like, can you help me? I wonder what Shoji's reaction would be. Just turn around. I appreciate it. I hope it's not broken too badly. I like this bra. So do I. But I didn't expect to be seeing it. Oh, so you like the bra. Oh. Yeah, Shoji, you better not let your manhood get out of control here. I really hope my face isn't red. There. I bent the latch too, so you shouldn't have as much trouble putting it on. Thank you, Shoji. Are you almost ready? Yes, almost. Just a second. Just go put some clothes on. Alright, I'll finish getting ready. Why is she even wearing that out? Isn't that more for, like, evening activities? Wait, did she have that other thing on? Is that what you're trying to imply? So she was wearing that? Yeah, even I would be like, yeah, wouldn't that be more like waiting for your man when he gets home or whatever, and be like sitting there and be like at the table and be like, we're gonna have a nice night tonight. I hope she isn't planning on going to a bar tonight. Oh, aren't you guys kind of young? And even if she was, why would it matter what she wore under it? Well, I guess, mattering what you wore under it would be like, if you really cared about that, then you would, in my opinion, you would have, your plans would be to possibly get naked. Or close to it, at least. Unless, maybe Shoji has getting that idea as well. Oh no. I hope her night before school start doesn't involve other guys. Well, she hasn't really talked to you about guys yet, so I don't think she's that type of girl. It's one thing acting like a girl around other girls, but around guys? And what if Hoshi goes out with someone? Well, she hasn't really given off that vibe yet. She hasn't mentioned guys or any of that stuff, really. So, I don't think that's going to be the case, Shoji. I think you're thinking too much into it. That shouldn't bother me, but... this could be a real mess. I'm ready, Shoji. Take your time, though. The library isn't too far from here. The library? That's what I was thinking. What are you going to the library for? A new term. What is the new term supposed to mean? Oh, okay, so that was their day. Alright. That wasn't very eventful. Okay, now that we're back at school, everything seems normal again. Alright, I think this will be a good enough place as any to stop off today. Alright, we got to see Shoji. He spent his week with Hoshi there, so that's pretty much what that whole entire one was for. Shoji and Hoshi getting closer together for the most part, spending time and all that other things. Even though I did say no she still dragged me along. So I think it was basically just a dialogue change for that choice. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching this. I know that I did comment multiple times this time, so hopefully it wasn't too distracting. I mean, that's part of why I'm making these videos. Reading, going through it and playing through it and commenting, that is making commentary, remarks, or whatever. So hopefully it's not too much stuff for you, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you want, feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and you can leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down, if you like it or dislike it. Either way is fine with me. And if you want to keep up to date on this, feel free to subscribe. I also have listed in the comments, not in the comments, but in the description box, a link to my other channel, as well as a link to my blog. So we'll see you again on the next episode of High School Romance. You'll have a great one.